us, I swear, now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they here they run to? Move it up. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jello. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come more. It is very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it up. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collect it private. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. But now them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
Kiwe wesu garani orianja nine oria nine nke purita kwa samado dendo nihi no bu nani bonye na agwo oria anyi we na akpoku gi onwe gi busumele nke ndi aga kiwe mere anyi ebere ka kwa ka anyi na ebe ku de ka anyi na asu we bia na iru gi kiwe meka Biafra we guzosi ike ka anyi we ni betama asu nya ha so go tutara nsopro na ejamma site na ebige bi maro na ebige bi ise mama deregi Chineke mama deregi.
What's that, Martin? We're not fighting each other. We know where we're going. We're going to get Biafra. There is nothing anybody can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. If I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I'm wherever I may be, Biafra will come. If I'm dead, it's even better because it will come far more quicker. I can assure you. If Biafra is fighting for you, no one will touch your property. If you're fighting alone, you're bound to lose it. So Biafra is the best. We will become the 16th member country of ECOWAS. If Nigeria doesn't release those properties, then we'll take them to court and we'll get them back. Even twice the value. The Jews had investments all over the world. Most of the priceless artifacts and paintings belong to many families in Germany. It was stolen by the Nazi Party. Do you know that? Eventually they got everything back with compensation on top of it. That's what we're going to do. If you touch our investments, we'll come back for you. and we know we can get it from. So there is nothing for anyone to worry about. It's only if I'm not stopping you from being a Nigerian. If you are born on the streets of Lagos and you want to be a Lagosian and your name is Adama, oh well and good. There's no problem.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this very evening section. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this program. Wherever you are joining us from, we welcome you and we thank you for joining. As you join, please like and share the program. Invite others to join us too. Wherever you are, enjoy others to join us. Share on your WhatsApp group, share to family and friends, share to your neighbors. Tell them that yes, we are online once again. Ask them to pick up their phone and join us on this very weekend program. It is our Saturday evening weekend program, and we are going to run with it. As you know, our evening program is 1 hour. If possible, we can make it less than 1 hour because in the morning we spent almost 5 hours. In the morning, we were here almost 5 hours in the morning. So this evening we are going to try as much as possible to hit it up fast. And as always, it's just a summary of what we did in the morning hours, still on the same topic and giving the voice to our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to the Biafran people, to our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi and to Biafra. We will continue to give them a voice. We will never allow the enemy to shut them up. As the enemies are trying to shut our Prime Minister up, they want to shut our Supreme Leader up, we will not allow them to succeed. No matter how they try, no matter their propaganda, no matter their blackmail, we will not allow them to succeed. As they are making their move, we are also making our own move. And we are going ahead to liberate ourselves from the captivity of this zoological republic. They have tried in so many ways to stop us. They have tried through their blackmail, through their propaganda, through their lies. They have tried in so many ways to see that they stop us, but we will not allow them to stop us. That is why today we are speaking those languages they don't want us to speak. We are calling those names they don't want us to call. Those things they won't want us to say, we will say them, and we will say them unapologetically. That is where we are today. We will continue to expose the atrocities of the enemies of Biafra. It doesn't matter where they hide. Anywhere they hide, we are going to chase them in that very place where they hide. Now we will expose them and bring them out. No matter how they try to hide, no matter how they try to shy away from the truth, no matter how the world try to hide the truth away, we will not allow them to hide it away. We will continue to speak the best way we can. We will continue to alert the international communities. We will continue to say the things that they don't want you to say. Those information they are hiding, we will try as much as possible to bring it to the world so that the world can be able to hear it. That is what we are doing today. Trying as much as we can to link up the genocide in Biafra land and the Christian genocide we are talking about today. This is one thing. It is one thing that they are trying to separate, but we will not allow them to separate it. The more they try to separate it, the more we ourselves will try to connect the dots and let the world know what is happening. That is why we have chosen a topic this evening. Say, silence is over. Silence is over. Biafra and Christian genocide exposed. International community can't ignore this. Silence is over. This is no longer the time for silence. This is the time for every one of us to speak. That is why I am speaking. Even when I am alone, I speak. No matter how many people we have, we speak. Whether people are listening or not, we continue to speak. At every given opportunity, I speak. In the morning, I speak. In the evening, we must continue to speak. Silence is over. Biafra and Christian genocide has been exposed. These things they have been hiding for a very long time. The language that they are very scared of, today that language is being spoken before the whole world. That language they are scared of. That language they don't want you to speak. That thing they don't want you to say. Finally today, a world power, a first world country is today saying it. And I bet you, you cannot run away from it. You cannot hide from it. It doesn't matter how you pretend. It doesn't matter how you try to shy away from it. You cannot. You cannot. Continue to try for all I can. I bet you, you cannot, no matter how you try. That is why we are here. And we make sure that they do not run away from it. We will make sure that they can be able to shy away from this. For a very long time, we have waited for this opportunity. And now that we have that opportunity, we cannot allow it to slip away. That is why we have come. My fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. Today, from our morning program till this evening, we are speaking from the wounds that refuse to heal, from the wounds that Nigeria that inflicted in us that cannot be healed. We are speaking from the side of the wounds. My brothers and my sisters, lovers of freedom, wherever you are watching today, throughout the day, in the morning and now, I do speak from history book. I do not speak from documents. I do not speak from statistics. Today, I speak from wounds. My today program, morning program, and this evening program, I am speaking from wounds. Wounds carried by our fathers. Wounds carried by our mothers. Wounds carried by the land itself. Wounds carried by our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Wounds carried by our Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi. Wounds that Nigeria want us to forget. But we cannot forget. Because the day we forget, the dead will cry out. The land will reject us. And history will judge us as cowards. Today, we revisit darkest chapter in our existence. The darkest chapter in the existence of Biafran people. That is what we have been visiting today from morning up to this minute. The Biafran genocide was not a war. It was not a conflict. It was not a misunderstanding. It was a systemic attempt to wipe out an entire people. The Biafran genocide was a systemic attempt to wipe out an entire people. And the whole world stood by when they were watching. The sorrow we felt before the storm. Before the first shot was fired. Before that very first shot was fired by the Nigerian government against the Biafran people. Before the world even knew the word Biafra, our people were already bleeding. The bleeding of our people started from 1945. In case you do not know, from 1945 until it became more pronounced. Biafran people were hunted house to house. They were dragged from buses and trains. Mothers watched their children slaughtered. Husbands watched their wives violated. Young boys were cut down like grass in the field. Tens of thousands of innocent men, women, children were killed, and the world stayed silent. that silence became the fuel of the genocide that followed. After the pogrom against the Biafran people, the world stayed silent and watched, and that silence became the fuel of the genocide that followed. The heaven turns dark. When Biafra declared her right to live, when our people said, enough, let us survive, Nigeria responded, not with negotiation. Not with negotiation. When we said, let us survive, our eternal leader said, let us survive, up to the extent of taking them to Aburi to discuss. Nigeria responded, not with negotiation. They never respected that agreement, but with war of extermination. Nigerian government came after us with war of extermination. They said it openly, they wrote it, they planned it, and the sky over Biafra began to roar. Bombs fell on markets. Right when mothers stepped out to buy food, bombs fell on hospitals. Even where Red Cross flag were flying, bombs fell on schools, on churches, on refugee camps. To Nigeria, no Biafran life was innocent. That was how Nigeria saw it. No Biafran life was innocent. Even children, unborn children in the womb. Then came the blockade. The cruelest weapon the world has seen. No food, no medicine, no routes for relief. The plan was simple. Starve them until they surrender. Starve them until they surrender. That was the instruction. Little children, bones, not bodies, eyes too heavy to open, stomach swollen with emptiness, ribs cutting through their skin like sharp stones. Some cried until their voice died. Some cried silently. Some never cried at all. They were too weak. Mothers held their children, begging heaven for miracle. But heaven was quiet. The world was quiet. And Nigeria celebrated. Over 2 million children died. Not by disease, not by accident, but by deliberate starvation. By deliberate starvation, over 2 million children died. There was tears in the land, the tears of survivors. Those who lived did not live freely. They lived with trauma. They lived with nightmares. They lived hearing voice of the dead in their sleep. Some never found the graves of their children. Some never recovered the bodies of their husbands. Some still walk today, carrying memories that's too heavy for one's heart to bear. Every survivor is a walking monument of pain. This was the situation of the Biafran people. The world turned away. The world turned a blind eyes why all this were happening. The world saw pictures. The world saw the videos. The world saw the children dying in slow motion. But politics was more important than human lives. same way it is today. The same way it is today, they are playing politics with the genocide still going on. That genocide of the Biafra people have metamorphosed into Christian genocide, and today the world is still watching. Politics is more important than human lives. Oil was more valuable than justice. Justice and it is today. Nigerian image was more important than the truth. The same thing that is happening today, that was exactly how it happened. 1967 to 1970. The same picture, the same method, the same way. Politics more important than human lives. Oil more valuable than justice. Nigeria image more important than the truth. So the world looked away. He looked away. And the genocide continued. Biafra cried. But the world covered its ears completely. We will never forget. We will never, ever forget. We do not remember the Biafran genocide because we love sorrow. We remember because the pain has not ended. It is still ongoing. The same Nigeria that starve our children still kill our people today. Still denies our identity today. The same Nigeria still persecutes our voices today. The same Nigeria that committed genocide against us in 1967 to 1970 still detain our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, today. The same Nigeria still silences the truth even in 2025. That is why we cry. Free Nnamdi Kanu now. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is free because he carries the cry of the people. He carries the truth they feel. He carries the history they want to bury. The history they buried, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is carrying it. And that is why we must free him now. My people of Biafra, lovers of freedom across the world. The Biafran genocide was meant to break us. It was meant to erase us completely. It was meant to scatter us. It was meant to silence us. But here we are today. Here we are today in 2025, still standing, still fighting, still rising, still demanding justice, and still demanding freedom. The world may forget. Nigeria may deny, but we will never, ever forget. Because the word of our dead, the blood of our dead is crying. The bones of our ancestors are watching. The spirit of Biafra still lives. And the promise of freedom will never, ever die. For every child who starved, we remember. For every mother who buried her baby, we remember. For every village burned, we remember. For every soul lost, we remember. And we will tell their story until justice comes. We will continue to tell their stories. Until the world confess the truth We will continue to tell their stories. Until Biafra is free, we will continue to tell their stories. My fellow Biafrans, we will never forget. It doesn't matter how they try to make us forget. We will never forget. More especially at this point in time, where the injustice have taken another level. They have fixed 28th of November to pass judgment on themselves. We will never forget. And it is time for us to continue to call the attention of the international community to the atrocities of Nigeria. We will never forget. Wherever you are today as a Biafra, whatever you are doing, I urge you in the name of Chukwu. Never get distracted. Remain focused. Continue to be focused. Our destination is freedom. We are not asking for presidency. We are not asking for resource control. We are not asking for any help whatsoever from the Nigerian government. All we are asking is for freedom. And for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are asking for justice to prevail. We are asking Nigeria to obey their own law, not Biafra. Their laws. Obey their law. They want to break us, but I bet you we will never be broken. This moment where the eyes of the world is in Nigeria, a failed state, a fraudulent country that will never survive. Only an idiot will continue to do same thing over and over again and expect to see changes. Only an idiot will look at Nigeria with the way it is structured, with a faulty foundation, and you think something good can come out of it. When the foundation is faulty, what will the righteous do? It does not matter the structure you put on a faulty foundation, it must collapse. Once the foundation is faulty, it will definitely collapse. It doesn't matter how beautiful the structure you put on the top. If you want to put a structure that will last, all you need to do is to go to the foundation, redesign this foundation. There is no way you put up a foundation for a downstairs and you go and build an upstairs. You cannot put a foundation for one-story building and you go and set up a skyscraper on it. It will collapse. It doesn't matter how beautiful the skyscraper you are putting on the top is. As long as the foundation was not meant for skyscraper, it will definitely collapse. It will definitely, it doesn't matter how long it will collapse. And if you want to make amends, all you need to do is to go to the foundation, destroy the foundation, and lay a foundation that can be able to carry the structure you put on the top. The problem of the zoo is foundational problem. Until they acknowledge the atrocity they committed against Biafra, the curse upon them will continue to work against them. The curse that our children laid upon them, the curse that our mothers lay upon them, the curse that our elders lay upon Nigeria will continue. And it will follow anybody that identifies himself as a Nigerian. I don't care who you are. Whoever identifies him or herself as a Nigerian will partake from that cause. The only thing that can change is when you repent. When you repent and remove yourself from that evil agenda, only then and then you will know peace. If you do not repent, from your evil, you will never escape the wrath of Chukwu. You will never escape. The wrath of Chukwuka will definitely pursue you and come after you. Nigeria is not a country. A failed state occupied by fraudsters and criminals. A that nothing works. A place where the only thing you see is propaganda and blackmail. We are not just saying it because we want to say it. We have shown what Nigeria is through their own media. Informations coming from their own media. We have shown what they are through the information coming from Nigeria media itself. So you wouldn't say that we're making this up. A country where stealing is the order of the day. Nobody's accountable to anybody. Steal as much as you can. A country where the only thing that qualifies you to be in position is for you to be fraudulent and to be a murderer. We cannot be part of it. I want to show you the latest fraud going on in Nigeria as we speak. Just watch this. The latest fraud that is going on in Nigeria as we speak. I want to bring it up so that you will see what the zoological republic of Nigeria is made of. So when we are speaking, you will know. We are not just talking because we want to. We are not just talking because we want to make trouble. Because we want to show, oh, we can talk. No. That is not what we are speaking. We are presenting the truth and nothing but the truth. And we will continue to speak the truth. This is happening. Just hold on. Just hold on. We will continue to say things the way they are. It doesn't matter what the enemies are doing. It doesn't matter their attack, their propaganda, their blackmail. Wherever they come from, we will continue to face them head on and we will surely overcome them. We will surely overcome them. Sorry for that obstruction. What happened? What happened? I just lost it. Let us listen and hear. Please. I want us to listen to this very video. Pay attention and you'll see.
That money will never come out.
210 trillion naira.
That money collected.
I said, you know that money actually supposed to be, it's higher than the gold debt Nigeria is owing. And they
More than we have that you want to work.
how can we not account for 210 trillion? No, this accumulated 2023.
Since APC came into office, thank God they are the one. Thank God they are the one. The amount of money that have gone down to Nigeria. I was thinking they will call on the Ministry of Petroleum to come and explain. As long as not forget it, that nobody will be held accountable. Nothing. Forget it.
But the state of petroleum,
Yes.
take the standard point in time from 2017 to 2023. Now the letter, President, are we going to, how
They are very clear. That's why I told you that they are very clear in my heart. In my heart of this is they said since 10 years ago. That means 2023 or 2025. And that was 10 years ago. You want me to believe that since 2 years plus now, there is no financial transactions in any of this. Is that what you want me to believe here?
That is the fraud going on in NNPC as we speak. The fraud that is going on in NNPC, that is just what he had. And I bet if it's not stopped, it is getting worse by day. That is your Nigeria. For those of you who claim to be part of the zoo, those of you who think that they are Nigerians, that is the Nigeria you are representing. I don't know why this is why. So, my fellow Biafrans, we continue to bring to the public and continue to expose the atrocities of the enemies of Biafra wherever they gather. I want us to go to the news, the conclusion of our message. Let us use one of our program and push out the message so that the people can that they are not repent. Nigeria is a cursed nation. A cursed nation, and with peace. It doesn't matter what it says, it doesn't matter what anybody does. That is the situation. The earlier you accept it, the better for you. Let's go. And let everyone future go their separate ways. Be whatever they want to be, do whoever they want to be. The earlier you understand it, the better for everyone.
Joining us now with stories is Oji. Okay. Good morning, Oji.
Good morning, Dr. Mate. Happy Friday. Oji. We're on fire. Dr. Mate back with the portal. Welcome back. The legendary Dr. Mate.
That's government, no.
But when you're in the wrong, it takes a lot of character and decency. It's not going to keep. It's not a level of weakness. It shows character. All right, so now you behind the rift. There's no rift between yourself and the military. Dr. Mate, quick comment. Or you wanted to say something? I would like you to take this to the side in. Okay, Doctor, speak on this.
Okay, first, you say we should do better. When there are many titles, you can come up with this humiliation of Inyesu quickly because it was.
Groups are very defined. As public appeal. This is how they can stop or intervention alleging sexual harassment, brutality, and threats to her life by senior army officers on social media on Thursday. Corporal Abdullah, who claims to be in the army for 13 years, stated that she joined with her whole heart. It has not peace of mind since the day that she has been victimized from sexual advances from senior officers. Let's take a look.
I am not a criminal. I've never before once since I joined the army. I've been doing the work with my whole heart because of the frustration of officer wanting to sleep with me, wanting to do one or do it. Anytime they bring all those things I refuse to take it arrogance. Lieutenant Colonel, sorry, because I refuse to sleep with him. He did not only give him to assault me and my child, my 3 years. Lord, take them out that to lock me up. And it's not there. They still charge me for their assault. They still charge me that I beg them. That we are so a soldier. That soldier. Because you 7 without food, nothing. Denying me as a 7 days they are through. If you are not sitting around with a sister, you will be suffering I hear just let them let me go, let them go. Now, my benefit of 30 years, they want to stop it, they want to revoke my certificate, they want to stop any benefit that is due to me. After I served there for 30 years with my youth, I'm pleading for Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for help. We are seeing this video, help.
Discharged her, found the officer not guilty. She didn't mention names in the same way that Corporal Agumba has mentioned it. When you see another incident like it's come up in less than maybe 8 years, we then see that maybe we need to take a closer look at the role of engagement. Sacrifices for the benefit of the nation. Women who can come out with their faces in full. A lot of women experience this, and so it's not surprising to find out
When we say Nigeria is hell, all you need to do is just to pay attention to their media. You will understand why we call Nigeria a hellfire. It's not a place that human beings should live. Only idiots continue to associate themselves with Nigeria. And the more you continue to associate yourself with Nigeria, the more disgrace you bring to yourself. So at this point in time, we are not begging anybody to be whom you're supposed to be. If you want to be a fool, be a fool. If you want to be a clown, be a clown. It's up to you. At the end of the day, you give account of whatever you have done. We have come to the end of this program. We're having some technical issues on this program. We'll just got some technical issues and we can't be able to continue. We have managed it so far. So thank you so much for being part of the program. I appreciate every one of you and I appreciate your contributions and those who are patient to wait till this time, even in the midst of the technical issues that we have. Some of us, we are patient to wait. Thank you so much for your patience. By tomorrow, by grace of Chukwu Gabiama, we will rectify the problem and it will be much better. So thank you, and may Chukwu Gabiama protect you and also protect our leaders. Good night, everybody, and stay safe.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, I go with the go, so go.
See, perhaps they don't want you to know about who it's called Nova AI.
After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they here they run to? Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us to ring answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jello. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It's very close and they feel when the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it on. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collect it bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. But now them they shoot us anytime they hear our voices.